Greetings and welcome to my YouTube channel. As the title of the video says, today we're going to be doing a 3-year follow-up on a French drain how-to installation video that I made to fix this problem with standing water in my backyard. It's been a while and the grass has completely filled the drain. We'll be doing before and after comparisons and sharing some of my thoughts on the install. The original how-to guide has been viewed nearly 1 million times at this point and has driven a considerable amount of attention to my channel. I'm sincerely grateful if you found this channel through this how-to guide, and if you haven't seen the how-to video yet, you're still interested in watching it, there will be a link in the description and you can go back and see my process for installing the drain, but this video is going to be primarily focused on the aftermath 3 years later. The impact on my backyard, the results and integrity of the drain. So this is what my backyard looks like today. I filmed this after a recent rainstorm in July 2025. I have a nice Bermuda lawn in my backyard with not a lot of standing water. Got a few patchy spots in the yard, but ultimately it's great for entertaining, great for my kids to play in, and this is really what I've been looking to cultivate in my backyard all along. We don't have a lot of mud puddles and the dirt that's exposed is dry for the most part. And you really don't get the value of this unless you contrast it with the state that my yard used to be in. So 3 years ago, we have this very dense clay soil. We still have the dense clay soil, but without the installation of the French drain, we would have a tremendous amount of standing water. It wasn't just attracting mosquitoes, it was creating a ton of mud and was causing root rot on my peach trees and ruining some of my gardening projects because of the overwatering. So this is one of the biggest issues that the French drain was able to resolve. We're out here in the actual storm and you can barely see the drain at all. I have to really poke around a little bit to find it. I think that was probably the second or third take. And initially I had buried the drain with granite and the Bermuda grass. Probably within about 2 years it almost completely covered it, but now you can't even see that the drain's there at all. I noticed my peach trees and the Bermuda grass on this side of my yard had been doing really well. I think it's probably obvious that their root system is somewhat integrated with the drain, and I was kind of concerned that this might cause a failure in the drain at some point, but I haven't noticed any kind of flooding in my backyard, and so for the time being I'm pleased with it. Just to show a little bit of the anatomy of the drain, here's how I stacked up the granite for drainage. You can see during a storm a few years ago, water pooling at the bottom of the drain, and the water flows down to the end of the corrugated pipe where it drains out through the alley between my home and my neighbor's home. From this footage around the time of the drain's install, all of the standing water that would run through my backyard would collect mostly on this north side of my yard, and you can see the reflection on the surface of the water makes it look like a lake. It is really bad. So recently we had a storm where it rained about 1 inch and a ton of water runs out onto the street because everybody's driveway is slanted like this, and so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to walk around through the alley, walk around through our backyard and see what kind of drainage we have going on here. This is the alley 3 years ago, right after I installed the drain, and we had some pretty serious flooding. But at the time I had recorded this video recently, it had been maybe raining for about 10 minutes, so we didn't have any of that same level of water flow, but there was still water collecting here, maybe about 1 inch of water under the grass, which was much more than I could find in my backyard. So now that it's been 3 years and I can look back in hindsight and think about some of the things that I've done with this drain that could have been done better, one of the top comments that I got on YouTube was that I really should have ran the drain out to the street. And I absolutely agree with that comment. Though my backyard isn't flooded, I think that the drainage would have just been better overall, and it probably would have been better for safety purposes in terms of where the water is getting routed if the pop-up cap for my drain was in the alley between my home and my neighbor's home. It really hasn't been an issue at this point, but I anticipate at some point in the future the drainage system might fail, and if it does, that may be an issue. So we'll see what happens, but walking around my backyard, I'm finding a couple of really tiny puddles, and once the storm is ended, for the most part, anywhere I look in my backyard, I'm seeing a lot of dry grass, and then if I walk out into the alley, there's maybe about an inch or two of water that's collected here. So, if you're still watching at this point in the video, once again, really appreciate everybody who has supported my channel over the years. It's been a lot of fun to get to share my backyard gardening hobby and I guess a little bit of landscaping too with those in the community who are interested. A couple of things coming up with the YouTube channel. Haven't been able to post as much as I have in the past as I just have a lot of responsibilities these days, but I recently harvested my pineapple plant. So I'm going to be making a video on the pineapple, and then I have some ideas for a video on crepe myrtles and a video on tomatoes, but stay tuned. Lots of things coming this fall, and I hope this video has been helpful if you're thinking about doing a landscaping project of your own. I know that it is quite a bit of an undertaking, and so some of the things I said in the initial French drain video is that you're going to want to call the city, make sure you get your electric and gas lines mapped out. You don't want to start digging in a spot that might be dangerous, and make sure to do the budget before you get into this. It can be quite expensive when you're laying a length of pipe. Mine was maybe about 40 feet in total, but if you're doing more than that, it adds up quickly. So once again, really thankful I get the opportunity to share this project. I hope you've learned something, and if you have any suggestions or comments on what you've seen, feel free to leave them in the comments section. Thanks again for watching Austin, Texas Gardening.